Barry, the riots in Washington on Wednesday shook the nation. I know you have been critical of President Trump in the past. What's your reaction to these events?
Well, I guess at the moment, my first reaction is that I wish that they would actually, what I think is silliness is to either impeach or have the 25th Amendment or whatever. I mean, it's 12 days to go. Hold your breath. Let him go. Stop wasting your time on, I think, a kind of crazy move. As far as Trump, he said years ago that, he could go into Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and there'd be no adverse reaction. What he didn't say is what would happen if he shot himself. He's done that. He'll just now be in the dust heap of history. And I think just let him go. Let it be over.
Oh, let it be over. But what's been interesting, Barry, is we've seen, Facebook banned President Trump through the election at the soonest, and then we have Twitter did a temporary ban. How much do you think that the social media platforms are responsible for fomenting discord in this country and responsible to stop him from speaking right now? Where do you fall on that?
Well, they're big megaphones. That's what they are. They're big communications media, and he's used it magnificently. Horrible word to ascribe to what he's done, but he's used it as an ultimate pro. And I don't think it makes sense to ban him. I think you get into all sorts of issues about banning speech and things like that. I mean, if he says something that's factually untrue, point it out, do all of that stuff. But I'm not much up for the banning thing. But he has used these megaphones extraordinarily effectively. I think that's ended. I think, in the old terms of, so to speak, jumping a shark, he overjumped the shark. And everything can be pointed, I think, to that moment of what happened with his inciting the riot, which after years of everybody else complaining about his actions and doing all sorts of stuff, it was actually his own action that just completely changed the atmosphere. I think he's no longer relevant. I think he's actually disqualified himself. So who cares that he has a quit?
But you disagree.
Do I disagree with what?
And you disagree with Facebook's decision to ban him?
Well, I think in the moment of of this crisis on the other day, I think in that exact moment for sure probably ban everything. I mean, it's like stopping all flights when you get 9/11. But I think after that, to ban him indefinitely is not right.
Barry, we've seen such a disconnect between.
He's going to cease. He has declared his irrelevancy, notwithstanding the people who voted for him and all of that, and the base that supports him. He's shot himself out of orbit. Enough. Over.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.